It is over.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Insiders. We are here on a Wednesday night with you, and we are ready to rock and roll. We've got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. We've got Gary Cassidy back with us tonight, so we're going to lead off with his segment. Before we get started, let me introduce my co-host, of course, as always, Jeff. Man, what is going on tonight?
Man, not a lot. Just this is a huge week. It's like we got through August, and that was a huge month. Then September was kind of chill, and then now that we're getting into October, my goodness, we've got something continuously going. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy 8 days. There is something every single day of the week. We'll go over that in a little bit. Of course, what we're doing coming up, we've got a lot of stuff going on the rest of this week. Hello, Kevin Correa. He congratulates us on 1 million subs. I wish it was 1 million
that's
subs.
Right.
But thank you.
We'll go ahead and accept that.
Yes, we will accept that. Eric Buchanan says, I have arrived. Dalton Riley says, hello to Jeff. C Wrestling says, yes, it's nearly Christmas. On YouTube Christmas or Wrestling Christmas? Yeah, it's going to be a crazy week, man.
To look a lot like Christmas.
Yes. Well, let's not forget about Halloween, man. We got Halloween.
I know, we got to get there first.
My favorite time of the year. Yeah. So, I mean, it's changing here in the East. And now that Jeff is with me in the Northeast, it's getting to be fall. There's a chill in the air. So, things are changing, and we will be changing right along with it as we go. Big Boy Dally is here. Hello to you. He says, glad to be joining. We're glad you're here. Hayden Garrett, hello to you. Hayden, welcome to the show. Hayden joined us last night for Impact Wrestling. He is a new Impact Wrestling watcher. So, hope you enjoyed that with us last night, and glad to have you here tonight as well. Tonight's show, we're going to have about a 10-minute segment with Gary Cassidy. He's going to go over a lot of the news and the breaking news stuff. Right after that, Jeff and I will go into what we thought were the 3 best moments of this past week in wrestling. After that, we're just kind of going to go over some stuff and kind of go over with you guys what we are doing for the rest of this week, what we're looking forward to the most coming up, of course, things that are going on in wrestling. Probably talk a little bit about the draft and things along those lines. And then we'll end, as always, with a Calynn Corner to end out the show with a smile. So that is the plan. And before we start, of course, we are sponsored by Manscaped. Guys, make sure that you trim the jungle. Yes, the jungle. Don't let the jungle grow out. You never want to have a grown out jungle, especially if you're wearing shorts. Bad move.
That could be bad.
Very bad move. But yes, go there.
You don't want to look like the Zohan.
No, that would be not good at all. You see our code there, Insiders, Refining the Gentleman, Manscaped, great products for men. Go out there, use our code, and get that jungle cleaned up. Yes. Also, by the way, we will have a code for the upcoming Impact pay-per-view to give away from our good friends at Fight TV. So we will be giving that away somewhere down the road as well. I'll get the details on that on Monday, and I'll find out exactly what it's for, whether it's for friends overseas like it was last time, or whether it's for everyone. I kind of think it may be for everyone this time. So we'll be able to have all of you guys we'll have some sort of little thing going on where you'll have to maybe like and retweet and follow and stuff like that. We'll let you know, and then you can possibly win a code to come and watch along Impact with us, Bound for Glory. So there you go. All right, let's get started, shall we? And we will have Gary Cassidy talk to you guys first. He will do his segment, and we will come back and do our top 3. So here's Gary, guys.
Hey guys, hope you're doing well. So firstly, I would guess we should probably talk about Clash of Champions, because, man, that was a good show, wasn't it? That's not something I thought I'd be saying before the show. One of those ones where I was like, okay, I guess I'll stay up and watch this, but it was actually really good. So for me, I think the main thing was, the ladder match was fantastic. Great way to start the show. The ambulance match I really liked. It's worth noting that because this was in the Thunderdome, I think it's maybe not the first one we've had without a cinematic match, because there's been a few, Payback and SummerSlam, but it's the first card where it's been like pretty noticeable there hasn't been a cinematic match for me. And the ambulance match was about as close to a cinematic match as you're gonna get. All the little cameos and stuff like that. I understand that people are annoyed that maybe it made Drew McIntyre look a little bit weak, but you've got to take into account the storyline told us that he's got a broken jaw, and Randy Orton was just getting his comeuppance from 4 people that he had written off TV. I thought it was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. I was more impressed that Drew McIntyre wrestled the next night after the state his back was in, because, man, that did not look good. But yeah, really, really good pay-per-view. And of course, that main event, man, oh man, this is going to upset a lot of people. But for me, that main event wasn't as good as, but it was comparable to Dustin versus Cody. For me, it was just that thing of, it doesn't need to be a technical masterpiece to be what Dave Meltzer would say to be a 5-star match, in my view. I don't know what he rated it as, but for me, it was a 5-star match. Yeah, it's one of those ones where they just got everything right. The storytelling was great. And even going back to SmackDown, that promo of Jey Uso saying, when people look at me, they ask, which one are you, was absolutely amazing. Absolutely outstanding. I loved that. It was the kind of storyline and the kind of match that has put over both Roman Reigns as being the ultimate heel, the biggest heel in the company, and put over Jey Uso at the same time. Really good. And the nice little snippet as well of Jey Uso when Jimmy was there calling him John, which we know if we've watched Total Divas. Not that I have, of course, but we know that that's his real name. So yeah, really, really good pay-per-view. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was very, very well-paced overall and just entertaining overall, and very much surpassed my expectations. So yeah, of course, sadly over the past couple of weeks, we've managed to avoid coronavirus news for the past little while, but of course we know what the world's like right now. We know what's happening, so it gets a bit unavoidable when stuff happens. And last week, of course, Lance Archer of AEW, right before the show, confirmed that he had to pull out of the show. And then, of course, we did have a lot of changes. AEW still lived up to having a great show with the changes, but it's now turned out that both AEW and WWE have had outbreaks. It meant that this week we didn't see Retribution. We saw the logo flash up. We didn't see Retribution, and we didn't see Raw Underground make an appearance. Sadly, it didn't really make the show much better for me. I still thought it was a pretty lackluster Raw. There was a lot of people that were notable by their absence. Even looking at NXT, and this is by no means me saying that any of these people are off for this reason, because it's not been confirmed. We know that Retribution are off because it has been confirmed that all 5 members are self-isolating. Apparently they are not positive tests, but they have been in contact with people who have been. But it was notable that Cedric Alexander wasn't there, either on Sunday or Monday, and Wade Barrett obviously wasn't there last week. A few other people as well, but I'll leave people to kind of figure those out. But yeah, obviously these kind of things throw spanners in the works. On Triple H's media call earlier, he said he doesn't expect the NXT TakeOvers card will be changed in any way due to it, but of course things can change on a day-to-day basis. But yeah, sad kind of news, but I mean, things seem to be looking up ever so slightly. I guess that's the one thing we can say. They're still pretty horrible, but things seem to be looking up ever so slightly. But obviously, we're still seeing the effects of it. So I guess we just need to wait and see what happens with that one. Another thing I'm really excited about, you guys know I'll take any opportunity I can to talk about Impact. Impact, man, they're still knocking it out the park for me. I think they're still, apart from, for me, SmackDown and Dynamite are like the two best shows right now. Impact is like nipping at their heels ever so slightly. That's in third place, right behind those two. And then Raw and NXT I'm not enjoying so much, but Impact is great. And I can't wait for Victory Road this weekend. I was on a press pass call with Tennille Dashwood, and man, well, she's brilliant anyway, but man, it just got me thinking as to how stacked that women's division is, because you've got Tennille, you've got Deonna Purrazzo, obviously Tennille's opponent, who has wrestled Deonna Purrazzo recently, and Jordan Grace. You've got Kylie Rae, you've got Su Yung, Taya Valkyrie. I'm missing a load of people, but just that depth of that division. I mean, if you take any of those women and put them in most other promotions, then you would think that they've got to be championship level, but it's just such a stacked card, and obviously the tag team division is the same. I just think Impact are doing everything right now, and I think they're quietly going about their business. I don't think they're making too much fuss. Maybe people should be making more fuss about them, but yeah, cannot wait for Victory Road and Bound for Glory. I just think they're doing everything, absolutely everything, the complete right way. And I think they're a company that way too many people are sleeping on, because I think it's only a matter of time. I know there's a lot of wrestling out there, and obviously it's difficult for people to watch more stuff, but it's only a matter of time before people start paying more attention to Impact. But we keep saying that. It will happen soon enough. It will definitely happen soon enough. So yeah, the only other thing that I want to touch on, SmackDown. I keep mentioning it. How good is SmackDown? It is absolutely brilliant. I'm loving SmackDown. We see the difference between SmackDown and Raw, and it's definitely not just that extra hour, because I don't think a 2-hour Raw would even beat a 3-hour SmackDown at this point. I think SmackDown's great, but my favourite thing, and people that follow me on Twitter might have seen me getting a little I told you so in about this, but Roman Reigns as the Universal Champion and Sami Zayn as the Intercontinental Champion. Two people that took time off for the pandemic. A lot of people were moaning that they might get punished. They thought Sami Zayn had been punished because they took the title off him. I think I spoke to you guys about this before. They had to. It wouldn't have helped the Intercontinental Championship, and it definitely wouldn't have helped Sami Zayn if they left the belt on him for an undetermined period of time while he was at home. That would add a lot of stress to everything. They done the right thing. They took the belt off him. I quite like what they've done with the title. In the meantime, they made it really prestigious with the amazing Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles match. That full tournament was great. The Jeff Hardy thing served its purpose. Wish he'd held the belt a little bit longer, but it served its purpose really well in terms of kind of giving him a little something after that horrible storyline that I don't think anyone liked. But that went well, and now I think it was the right decision to get it back on Sami Zayn, because it shows that he's not been punished at all. Man, the performance in that match was incredible. It was just genius. I loved everything about that. Those stretched ear spots will never get old, because people who don't have stretched ears think it looks painful. It is not painful at all, but it's the kind of thing that's so effective. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, Sami Zayn for me has just been great. I hope we see him going forward in a rivalry with Jeff Hardy. I think that will be absolutely brilliant on SmackDown. I think there's definitely a space for that. But who knows, because the draft's coming up. We'll wait and see if anything comes out of that. But either way, I'm just delighted for Sami Zayn and cannot wait to see what he does next. So yeah, thanks for having me on again, guys, with this little time machine method that we have to use these days. But it's all good. I appreciate being part of the show anyway. And congratulations on another massive milestone. It feels like these milestones are happening all the time, and that's probably because they are. But that's just testament to the work you guys are doing. So well done. Hopefully you guys can celebrate a little bit, and hopefully that celebration comes with good wrestling, because that's what keeps us all happy, keeps us all excited. And I guess probably a big reason why you've reached the milestone is because people are excited to hear about good wrestling. We all prefer talking about good wrestling than bad wrestling. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy and have a great show.
Aha! All right. Well, there you go. That was Gary Cassidy. I'm not sure what that was at the end there, but
That was my little aha moment.
oh,
So,
very cool. There you go. So we got a sound effect. Very nice.
yeah.
Very nice. That was great. So there's Gary Cassidy, and yeah, look, I don't think Gary's listening because I know he has to go to sleep and it's very late where he is, but we would be remiss if we did not say thank you to Mr. Cassidy. He has played a gigantic part in our show in many ways, helped us out, been on interviews with us several times, and of course has been a part of our show. So we would be remiss not to say a big thank you and a shout out to Gary for bringing the content and for being a part of our show. And thank him for the congratulations for us also. So, all right, let me say hello to some people here. Kevin Correa, Eric Buchanan, Dalton Riley, See You Wrestling, Big Boy Dally, Hayden Garrett, Mustafa Fazal is here as well. Hello to you. Dave in Real Life is here. Hello, Dave. Who else do we have? Calynn Corner has joined the show. Jessi is here. Welcome, Jessi Calynn. Monica King says, hey, what's up, Monica? How are you? Hope you are well. Days fan, not feeling too hot. I get you, buddy. I ran into that last week, so I hope you are feeling better tomorrow. Sometimes it's just getting that good night's rest and you feel better the next day, but I wish you well. Sean Rousset, hello to you, man. Hope you are well tonight. Sonny Wolf is here. Hello, Sonny. How are you? Austin 316 is here. Dan T is here. Welcome to you. Who did I miss? KJ Carter. Shout out to KJ Carter. How are you this evening? Hope you are doing well. Did I miss anyone? Kevin Correa, I think I said you earlier. Butterspark is here. Hello to you. How are you this evening? Hope you are doing well. Dallas Stars fan, horrible pain and suffering. Good Lord, man, that's a mouthful. Hello to you. Hope you are well. That's cool because I'm seeing a lot of people that are here from the Impact stream. So that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys are getting in on Impact. Noob and Company is here as well. So welcome, everyone. Glad you could all join us tonight. And I hope you enjoyed that little segment with Gary Cassidy. And he talked about some awesome stuff, some good, big things that are going on, moving and shaking in the world of wrestling. And like Jeff said earlier, a lot of stuff going on in wrestling. And man, don't we know it. We've got content coming out the wazoo for you guys the next 8 days in a row. Tomorrow, make sure you guys join us, please. If you don't miss a show, don't miss the show tomorrow, because tomorrow night's show is all about you. 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you can make it. And even if you come in just for a few minutes, I know a lot of you guys have school. A lot of you guys have to get up early. If you are around, please stop by, because tomorrow night is our thank yous to everyone who got us to that 1,000 subs. And we will be talking to you guys tomorrow. It's not a structured stream. We aren't going to really make subjects that we're going to do and do that kind of thing. We're going to just kind of talk. We're going to talk to you. Whatever you guys want to talk to us about, we'll talk about. Doesn't have to necessarily be wrestling, although I know that's mostly what we're probably going to be talking about. But, it's just going to be very relaxed. It's a celebration is what it is. We're going to get a little crazy. You might hear some imitations from me. You guys get that all the time. Vince McMahon maybe will make an appearance, and maybe we'll have some other people to make an appearance. But yeah, so we'll be doing that. It's all about the celebration tomorrow. That is at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll see how long it'll go. We'll just go until people just don't want to talk anymore and stuff like that, and we'll call it a night. And then on Friday, we have the hot tag. The hot tag has been exactly that, hot. Very good show lately with Jeff and Brandy. So come on, make sure you are there for my Undertaker, Paul Bearer. Yes. Show on Friday on Hot Tag. So make sure that you join them for the Dead Man's Manager, Paul Bearer, on Friday. Saturday, we have got Impact Wrestling on a Saturday night. They are doing what is almost like a little mini pay-per-view. A big lineup of matches, really cool stuff there. Make sure you join us for that. That'll be 7:30 Saturday night. It is on Impact Plus, so it's on their app. You have to download the app to get it, and make sure you go and do that. I believe they do have. Do they have a free trial, Jeff? I think there's something along
they
those
do.
lines, right? Okay,
Yep,
cool.
They sure do. They have a 30-day free trial.
So there you go. You can get it for free. So make sure you don't have an excuse. Don't even have to pay. Make sure you're joining us on Saturday night for Impact and for that event. And then, of course, on Sunday, we have what is never disappointing NXT TakeOver this coming Sunday. And that will be probably starting, I'm guessing, 7-ish around there, maybe. We'll have to check the time on that one. We'll get back to you on that. And then, of course, we return to Abby's Window next Monday. Hopefully we get something from Bray on SmackDown this Friday. We shall see. I'm kind of guessing it's going to get close because we're getting close to the draft. So we'll see what happens there. The rumors are that Bray's been on doing a little vacationing out with his family. So if that's the case, maybe we will get something from Bray this week. Maybe we'll get that to be continued, and we'll be able to talk on Abby's Window about it this week. In any case, I'm sure we'll get something from Alexa Bliss that we can chat about as well. Yeah. All right. So let's get into it, Jeff. Let's go into our top 3 moments of the week that was, shall we? Jeff, give me your number 3.
All right. So my number 3 this week is Britt Baker returning.
Oh, nice.
I really enjoy her. And, you know, I think that at times in the past, a lot of people have been critical of AEW's women's division, including us. But, you know, they're really doing some great things. And honestly, within the last maybe couple months, they've been doing that without her. So now to really get your top star back, I mean, it's great. But to see her back and healthy and able to get back in the ring and have some good matches. I mean, obviously it doesn't have to happen tomorrow or next week or the next week, but give me Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa, please. Because I would love to see that. So yeah, I'm just glad to see her back and, you know, and establishing her dominance again, and we'll see what's next for her.
All right. Fair enough. My number 3 was the Randy Orton Drew McIntyre match from Clash of Champions on Sunday. That was honestly one of the most fun things I have seen in a long time. You want to talk about storytelling? I mean, they brought back everybody that Randy Orton wronged from over the past few months of this feud going on to kind of get involved and kind of give him the business, beat him up a little bit during the course of that match. It was pretty amazing. I remember, obviously we did the watch along. Calling that was so cool. Kind of wondering who was coming out next. Are they going to go in order? And they kind of did. And then we wondered who was going to be in the ambulance at the very end. Some people were saying Edge. It ended up being Ric Flair. So all 4 men that Randy Orton took out showed that legends never die. They came back and they took Randy out and cost him that match. I really, really enjoyed that. Again, it's long-term storytelling. It's storytelling over a period of time. People are saying, oh my God, just get this feud over with already. It's been going on and on and on and on and on. Well, we got a payoff. So we got a payoff. Now, what's going to happen now? I don't know. I mean, it kind of could be where Randy maybe goes back after these legends again. Of course, we saw him don the night vision glasses and take them out. So maybe Randy starts going back after the legends again now to try to get them back, and Drew might move on to something else. It obviously looks like he's moving on with his open challenge that he did, and we got Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode was back. So that was cool. We looks like we're seeing some faces coming back to wrestling and stuff. But yeah, that was my number 3. Really, really enjoyed that match. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who think the same. I really had a good time with that. Really made me smile. Really enjoyed that. All right, Jeff, what is your number 2?
All right, so my number 2 favorite moment of the week. I feel like we just always praise them, but shout out to Impact Wrestling and their amazing tag team division. Not just the men, but these women's tag team matches as well. They're just Impact is just on fire. They have been since before Slammiversary, and it's just really good to see good tag team wrestling. And I mean, they have so much depth there, not just with the Knockouts division, but in their men's tag team division as well. I mean, you've got the Good Brothers, you've got the Motor City Machine Guns, you've got the North, you've got Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. I mean, you've even got Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock when they decide they want to be a team again. So, I mean, there's so many, and you've got the Rascals. You've got so many different teams there that are so good, that bring something different each time. And I'm just really excited to see where they go. Victory Road this weekend is going to be phenomenal, I believe. And it's kind of one of those deals where we kind of saw it in passing a couple weeks ago when we saw the Eric Young and Eddie Edwards thing get booked. But honestly, man, like from last night, oh my goodness, the card. I mean, this is a pay-per-view. Like, I mean, it's a pay-per-view quality card that we're getting, and I'm just really excited to see all of these matches. And don't look now, but we may get Sue Young.
Oh man. Oh man. You guys that have been watching Impact along with us know what is coming. You know what's coming. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Saturday night's going to be a can't miss, guys. Make sure you go out, you get that app, and you come and you join us on Saturday evening for that one, because that is going to be a can't miss. I absolutely agree. And I agree with everything you said. The tag team division in Impact is stellar, right up there with AEW's tag team division. And WWE, man, you got to catch up. Got work to do. Get some stuff going in the draft, man. Get some of these people together. Start forming some tag teams and get back going with the tag team division. Don't make it an afterthought. It's so easy to use some of these people that you aren't necessarily using. Put them in a tag team. But yeah, amazing job. And if you guys aren't joining us for Impact, make sure you come out on a Tuesday. Give it a try. If you haven't watched it before, give it a shot, because it is amazing. It has been very, very, very good. All right. My number 2, and I'm going to jump back to Clash of Champions, and I got to give credit where credit is due. I am not, by any stretch of the imagination, a Roman Reigns fan. I have never been a Roman Reigns fan, and everybody that knows me knows that, but I got to give him credit. Look, what he is doing right now with this heel character that he's playing, the tribal chief Roman Reigns, is pretty damn amazing, man. That match that he had with Jey Uso at the pay-per-view, I mean, I'd never heard people talk that much in a match, like, kind of Roman talking a lot through that and stuff like that. It's something a little bit different, a little bit new. You're kind of seeing that from WWE now, where these guys are talking, they're jawing at each other during the match. But look, that was absolutely fantastic. And I think I put up on Twitter, the last scenes of that match are comparable to Rocky IV. When you go and you see the pictures lined up side by side, it almost like they acted it out, where Jimmy's holding Jay, and then Roman's kind of just staring down like Ivan Drago, and he's looking up at him like Rocky when Apollo Creed died in Rocky IV. I love it. I love what they're doing with this. Paul Heyman's not even really getting involved. He doesn't really have to. He kind of is just staying in a back background, not really, being the mouthpiece like he was for Brock Lesnar. He's kind of standing to the side. But man, I love this angle. I really do. I have to give Roman credit and whoever else built up this storyline for him. This is where Roman belongs. This is what we should have gotten from Roman years ago. I don't know why they refused to do it. I don't know why they were so adamant on making Roman what he wasn't meant to be. Roman should be a heel. He's a big, imposing dude. And man, I just love it. He is sadistic, absolutely sadistic. And man, I love it. I absolutely love this angle. I hope it continues. Obviously, I'm probably going to see something with Jimmy now. He came down limping to the ring, probably just maybe trying to sell that a little bit more than maybe he was, maybe he is injured. But I'm sure this is going to continue now. And maybe it continues into the match with The Rock. I mean, he put those flowers on him, didn't he? He put flowers on. Yeah. So look, I'm loving it. I'm digging it. This is where Roman belongs, where Roman is meant to be. And again, congrats to him for getting me involved in the storyline about with Roman Reigns. Because like I said, I was always under the impression Roman was getting pushed down our throats all the time. And I know a lot of you probably were as well, and a lot of people out there that watched WWE are also. But I'm guessing that they're seeing things differently now, and I know I am. So that's my number 2. Jeff, what is your number 1?
All right. So my number 1 were your numbers 3 and 2. But honestly, just Clash of Champions. From early Sunday, we really didn't know what to expect because there were so many changes and we just didn't know what we were going to get. So then things got shifted around. We end up getting Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura against Lucha House Party. That was a good match. Then we kick off the show with this crazy freaking IC title ladder match. And Joe, did you get a chance to go back and watch that?
No, dude, I haven't watched the whole thing yet.
Okay.
I got to do that. I got to do that tonight.
Yeah. That ladder match, a lot of times when you get a ladder match, we've seen a lot of the spots before, and it's like, okay, well, that's pretty impressive. They're jumping from a ladder, doing this spot or that spot. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. But the different things that they did during that match felt so unique, so different, so fresh that to me, it elevated the IC title even more. I mean, I think the tournament where we ended up getting Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, like Gary talked about, that was really good. But this match, for me, really helped elevate this even more. And the fact that Sami Zayn won it, I love Sami Zayn. And if you guys want to learn a little bit more about him, if you listen to the New Day podcast, he was on there this past week. It was hilarious. Check that out. But then, we go through the rest of the show, and yes, Monica King saying "so fresh and so clean." Yes.
Oh no! I have a sign in my bathroom that says that, and that song goes through my head every day. Every day, I look at the frame and I'm like, "So fresh and so clean." Oh,
ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so. All right.
We're gonna get struck for copyright.
I know we're gonna. Yeah. But, then we get that ambulance match.
Yep.
And, we're seeing this whole thing unfold as we're going. And it's like, oh, my God, we're going to get some legends back in this. We're going to see just about everyone that Randy has wronged here. And that was awesome. Then we get to that main event. And it's like, okay, everyone was thinking it was just going to be a squash match, maybe a few minutes, and that's it. And honestly, I fall into that camp because I honestly thought that's what we were going to see. And what we got was so impressive, and not from a technical wrestling standpoint. And I don't think anyone thought that going into it. but the storytelling. And I believe that the talking during the match actually made it where, it felt authentic, because if you watch the chronicle that WWE did on Jey Uso, he talked about how they used to have talks on the porch.
Yep.
And how they would always talk about wrestling and all of these things. And that kind of came to pass for me when I was watching them in there. So, kudos and shout out to Roman and Jay and Jimmy coming down, and the whole thing with the towel and all of that. It was just a great pay-per-view.
Can I say it quick? Can I say it quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Toe the damn towel. I had to do it. I had to do it.
Yeah, it was. Honestly, and the last thing I'll say about it, if they didn't purposely, spoof or parody the Rocky IV deal, doggone it, kudos to them, because it certainly came off that way. So, but yeah, that was my favorite moment of the week.
Mustafa says, first of all, shirtless Roman Reigns looked hot as F, and I'm a straight guy saying this. Nice. Very nice. Kudos. Very nice. Yes, we had shirtless Roman. We saw his new tattoo and the increase of the tattoo that he had. Butterspark. If he dies, he dies. Dolph Lundgren had such good lines in that movie.
Yes.
Such good lines, including, I must break you. Oh, so good. So good. Yeah, man. I agree with you, dude. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't, which is I don't get really. I liked it, and I didn't even watch the ladder match yet. I enjoyed it. There was the one match I wasn't too thrilled with, and that was the Street Profits thing, because we've seen that a bazillion and one times. But everything else, look, I dug it. I thought it was good. I really enjoyed the pay-per-view. Enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. And like I said, I think sometimes when you go into things, sometimes you're almost better to go in with lower expectations, because you kind of don't get disappointed that way. And I wasn't really sure what to expect of that, because I know even though they'll advertise it as saying that, all the gold's on the line, that they're not all going to lose. So chances are you get one, maybe two title changes. But yeah, I was really impressed. I really was. I thought they did a great job, and I was really thrilled with the pay-per-view. So I agree with you. Mine's a little simpler. But if you guys know me from Impact, you're gonna know what my number one moment was. Someone's entrance. Dude, I marked the F out last night. The entrance by Rosemary was amazing. It was so good. I can't even. There was smoke there. I can't even remember it now. There was smoke. There was stuff crawling into the ring, doing some kind of like bend over backwards stuff. So good, so good. Yeah, I even put that on Twitter today, so I'm sure you guys probably saw it coming if you looked at our Twitter. But dude, the fact that she's wrestling and stuff again, I absolutely love it. We haven't seen her in the ring for a while. In a straight ring. Well, of course, we saw her with Wrestle House, but this is the first time we've seen her back in the ring in quite some time. She's in a tag team match with Ty Valkyrie, and I look, that's awesome, because for me, I enjoy the character. I enjoy, her work, but I haven't seen all of the past. So, I'm a relatively new Impact watcher, so I haven't seen her so much. And I know there's probably a lot of stuff I'd love to go back and watch if I had the time, because a lot of people in the chat tell me about her, her older matches and stuff like that. And I'm excited because I haven't gotten to see a lot of that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more of her and more of her matches, just to see this kind of stuff. Because man, I dig it. I absolutely dig it. I was marking out last night. I really was. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff. I love the theatrics. I love the entrances and stuff like that. And then that's why I dig the horror characters, because they have the most theatrics of anyone. Similar to Abaddon and AEW, that kind of stuff. I think it's fantastic because it shows the creativity, and whether or not they're getting some help from writers and stuff like that. Man, I'm sure that they probably do, but even still, kudos to Impact for that. The special effects, the lighting, the pyro, that kind of thing. The WWE is doing it too. AEW is doing it now too. So look, at least, yes, they're not filling the stadiums with fans. They're not filling the arenas with fans. That AEW's got a few people here and there watching, but they're doing the best they can. And I think with a lot of these entrances now that you're seeing with these wrestlers, I think you're just getting a lot of pyro from both sides and from all three companies. And I think it's really cool. And that entrance was fire. Absolute fire.
I knew, Joe, that you were going to mark out when she was going to do her entrance. I didn't even. God. I purposely didn't say anything because
I didn't even know it was coming. I'm like, oh, and it was the first match. It was the first match of the night. I kept telling everybody I would have given it a 10. I didn't have to watch anymore.
I knew you'd love it, so that's why I was like, okay, I won't say anything. Good. I'm not going to spoil it. I want him to really bask in the glory of this entrance.
Oh my goodness, so damn good, man. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And like I said, I know we've been talking about them a lot. I know we do the stream every week. You guys are going to think we've got something to do with Impact. We do not. Not that we wouldn't like to, but we do not have anything.
True.
We just love the show. We really do. Again, like I said, I'm new to it. I just started watching it maybe about 2 months ago. And I'm all in, man. I really enjoy the show. And if you guys haven't watched it, come and take a look. What's it going to hurt you? If you're up on a Tuesday night, come over and take a look with us. Watch it on Twitch and just give it a shot, because man, I'm telling you, they are absolutely killing it.
Yeah,
like Jeff said,
and it's something different for everybody. And I mean, they've got the technical wrestling and that kind of stuff. The one thing that we can say about Impact is that they don't insult your intelligence as a wrestling fan, and they're always advancing storylines, and everything has a purpose.
Yeah,
and that's what really stands out to me about Impact, is that you see something, and I mean, I know some people would probably say, well, within a week or 2 weeks time, we're getting 3 matches between Tenille and Jordan. Well, every single time the match is different.
Yep.
I mean, you get different interference from Caleb with a K.
With a K.
Yeah. Let's not forget about that guy.
Yes. The preppy Clark Kent.
Yeah. I mean, that's honestly what we're getting every week, and it's something different. And then the build with Moose and EC3, and I mean, all these different things. There's so many layers to everything. So if you really want to get like a fresh jump start into Impact, you haven't watched it yet, and you're kind of on the fence about it, you get a free trial with Impact Plus this weekend. Just check out the app, get it for free for 30 days, and just check out Victory Road. And if that piques your interest, then in a couple weeks after that, we get Bound for Glory, and Bound for Glory is going to be amazing.
Yep. And segue, we're going to have a code to give away for Bound for Glory. So there you go. One of you may very well win the opportunity to watch it for free through us. So there you go. But there is our top 3 moments of the week. Big Boy Dally saying I was sad because I missed Jey Uso due to chicken wings and a couple Popeye sandwiches. Yeah, Big Boy Dally was in a food coma at the end of Clash of Champions.
He was. He had the itis real bad. And Sunday, that was probably the most miserable I've been from a food perspective, because I hadn't had much to eat at all. And then, obviously, like we do with watch-alongs, we open it up. Hey, what did you guys have to eat? And I swear everyone had so much to eat. And I had my little bird food that I had during the day, and I was just like, my stomach was just growling. I'm surprised people couldn't hear it. It was that bad. So
Monica says Impact is always streaming too. When I can't sleep, I just go on to Twitch. Yeah,
That's
always. Yeah, that's absolutely it. They're always on. They show the older stuff at certain times, and then it's very easy. Just go to Twitch and watch Impact on Twitch. Sonny said I had soup today. There you go. There you go. Poor Jeff was pecking on seeds while you guys were all telling me you're having chicken Alfredo and Popeyes and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and freaking Chris was in there talking about having filet mignon and something else. I'm like,
man,
like really, dude? I mean, we live in the same city, and you didn't think about me when you were making the filet. I mean, come on, dude.
Man. Oh, Mustafa says you watch along as it'll become an entire food combo. Yeah, it just does.
They do.
It just does. It just does. Joe, I know I asked this before, but I really like the merch minutes with Joe. When's the next? Yeah, we'll get back to those, dude. They're really pretty easy for us to do. As I said, well, let's get into this a little bit now because this is going to be some of the stuff we're going to do going forward. Yes, of course, we the rest of this week I'll get to in a second, but the show, of course, we've changed the show. We don't have some of the things we had on before. The debate segment's obviously not here anymore. We kind of took that away because it's just gotten to the point where it was just a little bit too, there's just a lot of negativity around debates, and God only knows. I don't even want to say the word debate. Yeah, let's not even get into that. But yeah, so we may bring that back. We'll see. We may bring that back. But a lot of those things that Big Boy that you're talking about, that kind of stuff, yeah, we can probably get back into that somewhere down the road. We just wanted to make sure that Jeff got settled with his move and all that kind of stuff before we did. We're going to restructure this show as well. We're going to keep the top 3 things we liked about the week going forward, but we're going to restructure this a little bit. And we're going to have a little more structure for this particular show. We'll have another segment that we'll do. Those little one-off videos and stuff like that. Yeah, like I said, they're kind of easier to do because they don't take very long. And now that Jeff has way faster internet, I'm sure they'll probably upload a lot quicker for him as well.
Yes.
So it shouldn't be a problem to do those things again. And, that's something we could all do. We're going to have the Ask the Insiders too with Jeff and myself still to go. So you guys will have the opportunity to ask us questions on those like you did with Brandy and Jody. Jeff's, I know a lot of you guys have been wondering about his wrestling career. You can certainly ask him about things that he did in his wrestling career. And then with me, sky's the limit. You guys can ask me anything. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We'll go over stuff. Just don't ask me to do some kind of crazy impression that I absolutely can't do because I can't do everything. But yeah, other than that. And yeah, so we've got more structure coming. We've got more things coming up, more interviews coming up as well that we're going to get back into a little bit because we really haven't had the interviews as much anymore. So we got those coming up also. And of course, the next 8 days, tomorrow, like I said earlier in the show, we have our celebration stream tomorrow night with you guys. And I said, if you guys get to one show this week, and I hope you get to them all, especially the one on Saturday with Impact and the Sunday NXT. But if you can't make but one stream, make sure you come tomorrow because, again, like I said, that's pretty much us just saying thank you to everybody for everything that you guys have done for us and to get us where we are now. So, yeah. And then, of course, like I said, hot tag on Friday. Saturday, we have Impact. Sunday, we have NXT. Monday, we have Abby's Window. Tuesday, we go back to Impact. And Impact next week is going to be amazing, too. They already set some matches for that, and it already looks awesome. We had a Ken Shamrock sighting last night. Ken Shamrock attacked Eddie Edwards. So, yeah, man, it's so good. And then, of course, Wednesday, we'll come right back here. And then finally, maybe Thursday, we might get a day off, maybe. So,
maybe.
Yeah. Yes, maybe. We'll see. But yes, Nails stream tomorrow at 9. Yes, 9 Eastern time is our celebration stream tomorrow night. Again, not really a structured thing. It's just going to be kind of us hanging out with you guys, just chatting, just enjoying each other's company for a little while. Won't be a really long stream or anything like that. But yeah. I just kind of wanted to do that. I did send a tweet out to some of the people that we've interviewed. Maybe they might show up in the chat and kind of say hello, and we are able to maybe join, talk to them and give our thanks and shout outs to them while they are in the chat. But we're also planning a little draft special also. Because we know we have a draft coming up. We saw that at Clash of Champions. So that is going to start on SmackDown on the 9th, I want to say. Yep. Okay, so SmackDown will be the first show to start it. So it starts on the 9th, and then it goes on to Raw the following week. So we are going to have a draft of I'm looking at like a fantasy draft special. We're going to do that. That's going to be fun because we'll be able to kind of say, hey, what if this guy goes here? What if that guy goes there? Who do we want to see going to SmackDown? Who do we want to see going to Raw? And you guys get involved as well. You let us know who you want to see going to each show and why. And that's what that's going to be about. We're going to talk all about the draft and do a little fantasy drafting, kind of like, you guys ever been in a fantasy football league, fantasy baseball, whatever the case might be. You know what that is. You kind of draft your own team. And that's what we're going to be doing on that draft special. So we're gonna get.
So Joe, I just had an idea here.
Yeah,
and I want to throw it out to folks in the chat.
Sure thing.
Because it'd be cool to get your input on this. So here's what I would like to ask you guys to do. If you could give us 2 men and 2 women that you want to see drafted and which show. And if you can do that and record an audio clip and email it to the Insider's email, we will play that during the show.
There you go. There you go. We can get you guys on the show. Awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it. So there you go. There you go. Make a video clip of yourself giving us those 2 names of 2 men and 2 women. I'll throw that out on Twitter so that you guys don't forget. But make sure you do that. That'll be awesome. We'll get you guys the exact date for that show and when we're going to do it. I believe it's next Thursday, Jeff, if I'm correct. Is that what we had?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Yeah. So you have some time. You have some time. So you have until next Thursday to get that little clip to us. But that'd be awesome. We'd love to do that. We'd love to hear from you guys and get you guys involved as well. And let me make another big announcement. Okay. Let me make another big announcement. So we have Halloween coming up, right? And we had considered doing kind of a Halloween thing for Abby's and stuff like that. And we can't really do that without dressing up for Halloween because it just wouldn't be right. Just wouldn't be right. As for my love of Halloween, I know Jeff's a big fan of Halloween. It wouldn't be right if we didn't dress up. And, audio's great. But audio just doesn't cut it when you're wearing costumes. So you guys have asked for a long time, when are you going to do video? Well, what better time to do video than for Halloween? So we are going to start doing video. Yes, you'll get to see our crazy faces on video.
I apologize in advance.
Yeah, me too. But I look at this like this. If you guys are old enough to remember, and you probably don't, I'm a big Kiss fan, the band. I've been since I was 8 years old. There was a time when they appeared on MTV and they did a big reveal of their faces, and it was the biggest letdown ever because they looked exactly like they did when they wore the makeup, except a lot worse at that point because they were older by then. But yes, so we will do and honestly. As long as all goes well, and we're going to do, testing and stuff before that just to make sure, because the last thing I want And the last thing Jeff wants is to start that up and then end up looking like some shows that I've seen where you'll see the person talking, but it doesn't match the audio because of the internet and stuff like that. Now, Jeff is, obviously he's closer. He's got a much better internet connection, stuff like that. So being that that's the case, I'm hoping that my oldest dust computer will keep up. So we'll test that out and we'll get that all going. But after that, we should be strictly video. So there you go. We've been doing this, and look, Jeff's been killing it with this presentation for such a long time now, since March. The presentation that he has here for you guys, he's worked hard on back since then to try to get this to look like as much like a video as you can without actually having video. So the fact that we both have cameras now, Jody's got a camera as well, Brandy does too. The fact that that's the case, and as long as we can make sure that it's a stable connection, everything like that, we do not want to, bring out us, like I said, make it look like we're miming and no sound is coming out at the same time, something along those lines. But I don't think that'll be the case. But if that is gonna happen, that's gonna happen before Halloween, and we will celebrate by coming on in costume and then revealing our true selves. So yes, make sure you join us for that. That'll be a heck of a lot of fun. I love Halloween, and to be honest, you guys will kind of take the place of my Halloween party that I can't go to this year, which I'm really bummed about. My friend Shane, who's been in our streams, has a big bang up Halloween party every single year. That dude goes to more trouble for Halloween than I've ever seen. He literally decorates his entire house. He puts in like dungeon stuff and skeletons and witches and all those animatronics outside of his house. He's a big cemetery filled with fog and smoke, and it's amazing. And of course, can't get to it this year because of everything going on. So you guys will get to be our Halloween party. So there you go. You get, look at talking about candy. You guys can have candy. You just can have bags of candy there. Yes. We'll buy lousy candy corn. Remember that? Oh, that's horrible. That stuff is terrible. We'll lay that out on the table, whatever it is. Hayden says he doesn't like Halloween. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. That is literally my favorite season. This is my favorite season of the year, my favorite holiday of the year. If they did that twice a year, I would not complain one bit. But yes, so there you go. There's the announcement. We will be doing Halloween, and we will be doing video. And it's going to be good for everybody concerned. Like I said, Jeff won't have to go through as much as he is with the video presentation that he works hard on. We'll be able to just kind of do this kind of thing, and you will now see the live reactions of us doing our goofy stuff that we do, and me doing the Vince thing. You know what? If I'm doing the Vince thing going forward, I'm going to have to get a pair of devil horns. Gonna have to put a pair of devil horns on my head. Might have to get a suit jacket and tie. I don't know. But yeah, we could maybe go a little all out with this. So, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. Monica says October, my all-time favorite month, spooky season plus my birthday. Oh, all right.
Awesome.
October birthday, very cool. Monica says the one candy I hate is candy corn. Yeah, I'm not a fan. My sister loves it. I absolutely hate it. To me, it tastes like waxy sugar. Yeah, I'm good. See, that's the kind of thing we'll talk about. We'll talk about all that stuff. You guys could tell us what your favorite Halloween candy is. We'll have a ball. That'll be fun. Will really be fun. And it's kind of time, isn't it? I mean, we hit our 1,000 subs. What's the worst that's going to happen? People see our faces and they all unsubscribe. I mean,
or my face breaks my camera. So I mean, either one of those things could happen. But hey, it's all good. No, I mean, on a serious note, it's something that we've been thinking about for a while. So it's something we want to evolve and do. So it'll be fun.
Yes, absolutely. Reese's Pieces and Whoppers. That's a hell of a combination, Sonny Wolf. Kit Kats and coffee crisps. Monica says, Joe, me and you can't be even more relatable. Yeah, I hate candy corn, dude. I absolutely hate it. Just for fun, what if people sent y'all Halloween costume pics on Twitter? Oh, that's a great idea.
We can do that.
That's an awesome idea. Thank you, Jessi. That's fantastic. Yes, do that. Do that, and we can post them up while we are doing the show. Yeah, that's fantastic. I absolutely love it. Yeah. Mustafa says, fun fact, 2 years ago at a Halloween party, I dressed up as a low-budget Sith Lord. I hear you, dude. You know what? I tried. I was such a fan. When Force Awakens came out, and I saw Kylo for the first time, I'm like, oh, this dude's cool. He's got like a cross-braided lightsaber. I'm like, that's pretty badass. He has that awesome helmet that looks like Darth Vader. So I went out, I got the helmet, I got the saber. I have the Black Series lightsaber, which is really cool. And I have the helmet, which is the Black Series helmet. But he also wears that kind of Jedi costume with the ribbed, thing going. Well, there's no way I'm finding that. So the rest of it was dollar stores. Like I wore literally a black shirt and black pants and black shoes, and that was it. So I hear you, dude. I was a low budget Sith Lord as well. I had the helmet and the saber, which looked awesome. Luckily, when we went out, my kids went out for Halloween, and I was with them. Luckily, it was dark. Nobody could really see anything other than the lightsaber and the helmet anyway, so it worked out well. But yeah, that's a great idea, Jessi. I love it. I absolutely love it. Monica's going to be a ghost in sunglasses. Oh, what does that remind you of? Halloween, the movie, when Michael Myers walked in with the ghost sheet over him and the guy's glasses on. One of the creepiest scenes in a movie ever. I love that part of Halloween, the original Halloween. Love it. I know you said sunglasses, but that's what I thought of right away. Mustafa, a little red lipstick and a black hoodie. Boom, you're Darth Maul. Oh man, Sonny's talking about chocolate peanut butter Whopper. I know Whoppers are bad too, Sonny. They're like molten milk balls. Don't like those either. My mom was a big fan. Isn't it funny, like your parents like would eat the weirdest Halloween candy? Like my mom loved licorice stuff, black licorice. Yeah, oh dude, she loved these things called sen-sens that they made back in the day. They came in a little thin container, and they were just pieces of stuff that tastes like black. Oh, that is the worst. Like there's an alcohol called Sambuca. A friend of mine loves Sambuca. God. And it tastes just like black licorice. That dude loved it, would do shots of that stuff. I did one shot of it. I almost threw up. It's the worst taste. That taste is anise. Worst thing ever. And back in the day, they made all kind of candy about that. What was Good and Plenty? Good and Plenty were licorice flavored. They made licorice, of course, licorice back then. They still make it today, I think, but they made black licorice. And that's what it tasted like, that horrid anise. Just horrible. Horrible. Monica said, same. Whoppers. Ew. Yeah, no, I'm not into malted milk. That stuff always tastes like it was like, it tastes like it was expired. I don't even know. It just tasted moldy or something. Oh, they were horrible. They're horrible. My dog was orange Cassidy. No way. That's awesome. That's awesome. They dress up the animals.
What? Nails gave me an idea for a Halloween costume.
Nice.
I think I'm going to be Danhausen this year.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I think I'm going to be a bald black Danhausen this year.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I have so many masks and stuff like that laying around. I don't even know what to decide to be. There's so many things I could do.
Or I may be Captain Spaulding.
Nice.
From House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, yes.
Devil's Rejects and Three from Hell. I don't know. It's going to be a mashup probably between the two.
I mean, you know what? See, it's been a while since I dressed up as Jason. I might have to do my Savini Jason mask. I have yet to wear that. I had it specially made for me. If any of you played the Friday the 13th game, there's actually a Jason in that was given only to people who backed the game. They called it Savini Jason. So Tom Savini, the makeup master, actually designed a Jason for that game. It was supposed to be kind of the Jason that followed part 9, where Jason comes back from hell, and that's kind of what he looks like, and he is amazing looking. Black mask that's all kind of burnt up and charred on the sides, and I actually had a dude make it for me, and it looks amazing. So yeah, maybe I'll have to go as Jason. That would be fun. I have the Jason X machete too. I can have that online because nobody can yell at me because I'm carrying it around. So there you go. There you go. Yeah, Halloween is so much fun. I absolutely love it. Like I said, my buddy's party, I've gone as so many. I went one year as Negan from The Walking Dead, and I do have a Lucille back. I went as oh my goodness, I went as Barf from Spaceballs. That was a lot of fun. I went as, oh my God, Chris Farley's character from Saturday Night Live, the guy, the van down by the river guy. I literally found a pair of glasses and that looked just like his, and I had a suit coat and stuff that was way too small for me to wear. And I went as, he was the motivational speaker. I can't remember what the hell his name is. But it's so much fun. Like that his party, I can't tell you how many different things I've gone to that party as. Hellboy. I went one year as Hellboy. And I even have the big fist, the big Hellboy fist that he has on the one side, and I got his big, huge gun. And I had it's almost like a half mask of him. And then I had my face, my wife and kids painted my entire face red, in the front. So I went as Hellboy. I love Halloween, dude. Always did. Wants you to get cameos from Danhausen, Jeff, and Warhorse Joe, and other Halloween people for Halloween special. Dude, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Hellraiser. I would have to be bald, and I would never do anything with my hair. Although you can get a Hellraiser mask. You just get Pinhead masks. Yeah, Pinhead's cool, dude. That's a very cool thing. Michael Myers. I had a Michael Myers mask, but I never went as him for Halloween. I actually got one from a studio. I don't remember where, but it's the mask from Halloween 2 where he has the blood coming down both of his eyes. So yeah, Michael Myers, awesome, very, very cool. Monica says
all these ideas, man.
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm thinking about Candyman.
Oh yeah, why not, man? He follows you on Twitter. Why not?
That's very true. Very true.
Monica says, I need to see pictures. I will tell you what, if you guys get us pictures of you, I'll dig up pictures of my past Halloween costumes, and I will make sure we post them that night too. So yes, I can do that. Matt Foley. Thank you, Butterspark. My name is Matt Foley, and I'm a motivational speaker, and I live in a van down by the river. Oh, man. Love it. My friends wanted me to fall through the table. I'm like, I am not falling through your table and breaking my back and bones in my body and your table on top of it. So I'm not doing that. But yeah. That night, my co-host on my other podcast, my friend Ed, dressed up as the greatest American hero. Now Ed is bald, so he wore the kinky curly wig and wore the red tights and the cape and stuff like that. And there, I have a cool picture of me and him next to each other. Him as the greatest American hero, and me dressed as Matt Foley. So yeah, so good, so good. Like I said, I absolutely love Halloween. Absolutely love Halloween. Jessi says, "Why do old people always like licorice?"
That's a good question.
That is a very good question. I don't know. Maybe their parents brought them up on it. Maybe that was the only kind of candy they had back in the day. Hayden says, great impression. I had to work on that. I mean, if I was going to play the character, I had to do it. And I went into the house and I stood there and everybody's cracking up laughing. And I actually did the skit for a little while with them and stuff like that. So yeah, I had to do it. Kevin Correa says, I'm dressing up as Mace. You're talking about Mace Windu from Star Wars? Samuel L. Jackson.
Mace from
Mace from Retribution. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Is Mace the one with the hockey mask?
Yeah.
Is that, yeah, okay. Nice. Shane Thorne. Very cool. Very cool. Mustafa says, I feel like dressing up like the Undertaker would be really easy as long as you have a top hat and a long hair wig. Yeah, yeah. Wouldn't be that hard of something to dress up as. I know they have the costumes now, or the masks and stuff now in WWE shop. And I think the Undertaker's was one of the ones they were selling. So they actually have the rubber masks that you could wear. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. So yeah, make sure you join us for that. That'll be a good time, and something you don't normally see in a lot of streams. So yeah, we'll enjoy that. We'll have our little Halloween special for everybody. We'll decide on a day before Halloween. So it'll be the week of Halloween, of course. Halloween, I think, falls on a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look at the old calendar. I think it's on a Saturday. Yeah, it falls on a Saturday. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what, you know, we'll talk about it. We'll have to see what everybody wants to do. But yeah, that should be a lot of fun. That should absolutely be a lot of fun. But yeah, don't forget, record those clips for Jeff, because for the draft. Do those clips. Listen, please don't tell me you don't want to hear your voice, because come on. we're all family now. So, you know, get your voice on a little recording. Doesn't have to be long. Just name 4 names and boom, make it stop. You're done. You're good to go. But yeah, I want to hear from as many of you people as you can. Anybody can go on their phone and record you saying 4 names. So give us those names for the draft. Because yes, we would love to do that and play that for you guys. And then this way, everybody can hear what everybody sounds like and not just have to hear me and Jeff all the time. And Jody and Brandy also. So yeah. Taco Bell in a cell said, now where is that coming from? The pandemic really messed up. Yeah, Monica, I know it is. It's on a Saturday. Yeah, I know. My buddy, like I said, my friend Shane has been waiting forever to have his party on a Saturday, and it's actually Halloween. That has never happened. So yeah, I know it sucks. I agree. But
Joe, you know what else would be really cool that day on Halloween?
What's that?
Is if we went back and streamed an old school Halloween Havoc.
Oh, dude, yeah, that would be fun.
I did a watch along.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, who's up for that? Yeah, I don't. I've seen a lot of those, but I don't remember a lot of them. So yeah, that would be cool. We could do that. Yeah, we can absolutely do that. In fact, we could even throw a poll out there. We could pick a few of them and throw a poll out on Twitter. You guys can vote which Halloween Havoc you would like to watch with us. There you go. Like I said, hey, we'll make it a celebration. You know, heck with not being able to go out, and heck with not even be allowed to go out to groups. You guys can come here and hang out with us for Halloween. No better people to hang out with than you guys. We will enjoy it. You guys can enjoy it. So there you go. Butterspark says me with exclamation points. Hayden says good idea. Nail says yes. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. Monica says, I'm trying to be skipping down the streets dressed as a ghost in glasses, looking like a crazy person with a bag of candy in my hands. Oh, man. Yeah, but yeah, that's going to be fun. We'll enjoy that. We'll have fun doing that. That'll be good. That'll be good fun. And yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fun to get on the video and actually see you guys, and you can see us while we're being goofy and while we're being silly and while I'm doing all my ridiculous impressions. So there you go. Mustafa says, dress up as Retribution and act like them by beating up a helpless person, then celebrating like you've won the lottery. Yeah.
Don't go to jail.
Blow up some generators, soap some windows, you know. Yeah. Oh, McDonald's in a cell. What the heck is going on in the chat? Or a gimmick battle royal because people are dressed up, says Nails. Yeah, gimmick battle royal. Yes. There you go. You can do gimmick matchup battle royal. Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah. So there you go. Well, again, not a whole lot to tell you guys tonight that we haven't already said. Gary, of course, went over most of the stuff. And yeah, we just wanted to kind of give you guys, an idea of what we're going to be doing, what's coming up. in the weeks to come, what we're looking to do. Has anybody ever watched Evil Emerges, Jason versus Mike? I've watched a lot of those fan films, Eric. A lot of those fan films, yeah. Pretty much everything that Jason is in, I've watched. Some of them are good, some of them not so good. You want to see a good Jason one? Watch Never Hike Alone, I believe it's called. They're making a sequel to it. That was excellent. Really done really, really well. But I've seen the Jason and Michael one. Yeah, all those versus movies, like the monster movies and stuff like that, are all cool. They were supposed to do a second Freddy versus Jason, supposed to do Freddy versus Jason versus Ash, actually, from Evil Dead. Yes. And yeah, they just never got it to happen. The movie companies couldn't agree, and never happened, but it would have been fun. Bruce Campbell's amazing. And yes, that would have been a hell of a time. But yes, so that is going to be it for tonight. We're not going to keep you guys, and more so because Jeff's got a new job. He's got to get going in the mornings and stuff like that now a little bit earlier. So yes, Butterspark says, "This is my boomstick." Yes, yes. Ash, man, gotta love it. Evil Dead. You know what? The first Evil Dead scared them. Well, I don't know if it's scared. No, it didn't. The first Evil Dead, when I watched it, so I remember watching it, and I was watching it on a Saturday, and it was just a weird time. I was watching it around lunchtime. They were playing movies in the middle of the day, and I had never seen it before. And I'm sitting there watching it. What am I eating? A big plate of canned spaghetti. Canned freaking spaghetti. And I'm watching the scene where like Ash is beating the one girl. That's another one that freaks me the hell out, because there's that scene where that girl is sitting in the doorway just laughing at him as he's whacking her head back and forth with a shovel, and she's just laughing while he's doing it, dude. Yeah, and then I'm sitting there eating that spaghetti. I'm like, yeah, suddenly I'm not hungry anymore. So, but that was my introduction to Evil Dead. I've seen the new one, the remake. Yeah, it was very gory. A lot of blood, tons and tons and tons of blood. And I mean, it was okay, but the remakes kind of lose their luster, I think, as they get done. It wasn't a horrible remake, but it was okay. John's Cinnamon Toast Crunch, says Mustafa Fazal. Mick Foley's Man Can Spaghetti. Yeah, look, if you haven't had Chef Boyardee, you ain't living.
That's true.
You ain't living if you haven't had that. My wife thinks it's disgusting. You know what? I would still eat those ravioli in the can today. I used to love ravioli O's. They used to make round ones. They were amazing. Hey, listen. If we ever have a zombie apocalypse, who's going to be coming after me for my canned ravioli, baby? Yeah, that's right. And I'll be munching down some pasta and sauce, and yeah, that's right. You guys will be living off of bark from trees. Mustafa, that's brilliant. Isn't it Sci-Fi Channel that's playing Halloween? No, that Monica is AMC. They do their Fear
yeah, that is right. Yeah, AMC. Sorry.
They do the Fear Fest every single year. And then they'll have, oh my God, they'll show probably every Friday the 13th up until part 9, because part 9, Jason X, and then Freddy versus Jason are all part of a different movie company, so they don't have the rights to show those, but they'll show parts 1 through 8. They'll also show every Halloween, probably, but the new one. Usually Halloween 1, 2, 3, 4, good Lord, 5, 6, H2O, and then Retribution. Was it called Retribution? No. Halloween might have been, maybe a Resurrection. Halloween Resurrection. That's the one with the rapper. There was a rapper in that movie. I don't remember. Busta Rhymes was in. Yes, that's right. Not the best Halloween movie ever. But yes.
No. Yes. What'd you think about H2O?
I liked H2O because it was a throwback to the old ones, and it kind of explained the story from the first part to up to then. So yeah, I dug that. I mean, look, anything Jamie Lee Curtis is in, I'm good. She's part of the original one, and it just kind of fits the story. I was a fan of. I liked most of them, to be honest. I know people say the sequels suck. Of course, the first one is a classic. Part 2, I actually liked a lot. Halloween 3, very weird, very different. No Michael Myers. John Carpenter was going a whole different direction with that franchise. Was going to make it into an anthology series, almost kind of like the Twilight Zone. And that one, no Michael in that. But you know what? I've come to kind of like it now. It's its own little self-contained thing, but I kind of like it now. Halloween 4 I enjoyed because that was when Michael came back. 5 was a little goofy for me. 6 was the one where they had that whole thing trying to explain Michael's origin. Not my favorite one. But yeah, I can watch any of those slasher movies. I can watch any of them, honestly. We're still going on the food. Carrion crustless pizza. Bobby fish sticks. See, our streams are all about food. All right. Yeah. Yes. Jessi Calynn, it's your time to shine. Where are you, Jessi? It is your time to shine. Send us off with a laugh and let us get out of here and let you guys get out of here and go to sleep or do what you got to do. But again, thank you all for joining us tonight. Like I said earlier, tomorrow night we have the celebration stream. Make sure you come and at least come in and say hello. If you're doing something else, that's cool, but at least stop by, say hello so we can kind of thank you personally. So make sure you come out tomorrow night for that one, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Friday is the hot tag, of course, at 6 p.m. with Jeff and Brandy talking about Paul Bearer. Saturday is Victory. Oh my God, what's that called, Jeff? I keep forgetting the name of that.
Victory Road.
Victory Road, yes. Victory Road on Saturday. Impact. Make sure you grab the Impact Plus app to watch along with us, or just come and listen to us either way. And then Sunday, NXT TakeOver. Monday, Abby's Window. Tuesday, Impact. Wednesday, we're right back here. All right, Jessi, you're up. Where are you, Jessi? Jessi, are you still in the chat? Are you still in? Did you abandon us before Calynn Corner? Jessi, did you abandon us? Are you still out there? Where are you, Jessi? Where are you? Let's see. Where was the last time we saw Jessi? Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen Jessi in the stream for a little while. Where are you, Jessi? Where are you?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Did we lose Jessi? We can't have that. We can't have that. Somebody DM Jessi. Hayden saying, where is she? Yes, I don't know. Dolph Sizzler. That's nice. That's a good one. That's a good one. Jessi hit the buy for now, LML. Nails is saying Eric can step in. Well, if Jessi's not here, why not? We can have somebody else give us a joke. Why not?
But we're not telling the White Christmas one, Eric.
Yeah, no, let's keep it clean. Keep it clean. Yeah, let's keep it clean. Oh man. Jessi, where did you go? Sonny's got a joke. See, now we're gonna just it's an 18 plus joke. Oh no. All right. What do you get when you mix human DNA and goat DNA? Kicked out of the petting zoo. Oh, that was bad. Eric says, oh, you guys saw that. 18 plus, yes.
Yes, we did, Eric. All of them. And the what do you get when you have strippers on Thanksgiving? We saw that one too.
You guys. Oh man. Jessi, where did you go? Jessi, you're killing us. Jessi, what are you doing? I'm gonna DM Jessi. Hold on. Maybe she'll answer. She might be driving. In all fairness, she might be driving home. I know a lot of times she gets home late. So she may be driving home. And if that's the case, obviously we don't want her to be texting and driving or doing any of that kind of stuff. So there she is. She's here. Okay, just got back. All right, Jessi. Right on time. You're right on time for your part of the show. Butterspark says Raw Underground on Halloween. She is back, says Sean Rousset. She is. Yes, she is. My internet gave out when I was almost home. Now I'm home. All right. Well, there you go. There you go, guys. We're good. We're good. Mustafa says Calynn's here. Yes, she is. Calynn has returned. Go ahead, Monica. Go ahead. You can do it until Jessi gets ready. Go ahead. Why not? Why not? Why not? Everybody's allowed. Maybe her joke was, how do you keep a bunch of idiots in suspense? LOL. Oh, God. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what it was. Oh, God, that's great. Yeah, Monica, go ahead. Go ahead. Put your joke up. Why not? Put it out there. Eric says she's back. Yes. Yes. I got to give you a Vince. Come on, Jessi. You're better than that. You got to be prepared. There you go. A little bit of Vince. Vince isn't happy. Vince isn't happy. You got to keep the boss happy. Sonny says, Jessi, come on, Monica. You can put your joke up while we're waiting for Jessi. Oh, here it is. What did Michael Jackson say to the waiter when he asked what he wanted to drink? Nice. Yes, nice. Very good. Very good. I like it. That was
good
funny.
Stuff.
That was funny. Good stuff. Mustafa, do I have to tell the bridge joke? Oh, not a bridge joke. Great Vince. Hayden, I try. I try. No one can perfectly imitate Vince McMahon. No one. But I try my best. All right. Let's wait until Jessi gives us the countdown. We'll probably get a countdown soon. But in the meantime, like I said, don't forget to join us tomorrow night. That should be fun. And if any of you guys would like to, hey, if you have some wrestlers and stuff that talk to you and you want to send them, a little note. Here it is. Never mind. Here we go. All right. Lance is a pretty uncommon name these days, but in medieval times, people were named Lancelot. Oh! Nice. Nice. Awesome. Love it. I love it. Lancelot. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Amazing. Sonny said just a 7 out of 10. Oh, Nail says fire. Eric says 8 out of 10. Oh, man. Love it. Thank you, Jessi. Really appreciate that. We always have to leave on a laugh. All right, guys. So there you go. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and all the time that you have joined us. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. If you haven't already, hit the like button on this video before you head off for the night. Yes, that helps us out as well. Make sure also that you're leaving us some comments. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know some of the things maybe you'd like to see on the show going forward. Let us know if there's things that you don't like to see anymore as well. We take everything. Also, don't forget about dropping those audio clips for us for the draft show that we're going to do. Record those things, send them to the Insider's email. If you guys need that, DM me. I will get that to you also. But yes, that's it, guys. We really enjoyed it. Had a great time. We talked some future plans, some Halloween, some things we're going to do. And I hope you guys enjoyed the night as well. So, guys, have a great rest of your evening. Have a great tomorrow. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern for our celebration show. So from Jeff and myself, guys, take care, stay safe, and have a great rest of your evening and a great day tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.